Welcome to As a Creator, the podcast that dives deep into the minds and stories of the top content creators on Instagram and TikTok. I'm your host, Charlotte Drew Carton. I'm a TikTok creator and owner of Char Charms water bottle accessories, and I'm thrilled to be here with you. Today we're talking to Aaliyah Arnold. She is the founder of Boss Up Cosmetics, a brand that has over 1.7 million followers on TikTok and almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube and is growing every day. You guys, this episode was so fun. We talked about everything from her posting videos at 2 a.m. to needing to redo her voiceover 20 times for her videos. We touched on how many haters there are on social media apps and how to deal with it. And we talked about some of the strategies she uses for posting, including her favorite video editing app. I guarantee this interview is going to put a smile on your face because it sure did for me. Aaliyah is so high energy and just has a great presence to her. I hope you all love it. Now, before we get started, I want to say thank you to our sponsor, Char Charms. If you own a water bottle, Char Charms will make your hydration fun and functional. Shop water bottle accessories at charcharms.com. Now let's get started. Aaliyah, welcome to As a Creator. It is so awesome to have you on.
Thank you for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So for everyone listening, Aaliyah has such a authentic and just engaging social media presence on TikTok. And so I knew when I saw her profile that I had to have her on this episode.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, you've just done a fantastic job. So I'm really excited to hear everything. Like literally, let's start from what platform did you start on with social media and why did you even start from the very beginning?
Okay, so I started on Instagram, and it's crazy because on Instagram I have the least amount of followers, but Instagram is where it all started. I don't know if you were like part of the trend back then, but like in 2018, 2017, there was like a big trend of just lip gloss businesses, and it was like small lip gloss businesses, and it was like taking over all over my Explore page. So that's kind of like where I saw that I could make lip gloss myself. And that's kind of how I hopped on the train of lip gloss and small businesses and everything.
So was it Boss Up Cosmetics starting from 2017?
Back then, it was a Boss Gloss Cosmetic, or Boss Gloss Company, I should say. And it was in 2018 when I started.
Okay. And then when did you make the transition to Boss Up? When did you hop on TikTok?
It was around 2019 where I turned to Boss Up because I wasn't just selling just lip gloss anymore. And I wanted a name that represented my brand even more. But I didn't hop onto TikTok until like 2021. It was actually like a few years later that I hopped onto TikTok. Yeah.
What kind of success were you seeing before you hopped on TikTok?
Well, I was on Instagram, like I said, full time. So I had about, I want to say like 20,000 followers on Instagram. I was slowly growing that account first. And all my orders, all my sales, all my content was going to purely Instagram. So when I hopped on the TikTok, I didn't know what to upload. I didn't know what people wanted to see. It was a whole new audience, a whole new following. So, yeah.
Okay. And when you were on Instagram before you switched to TikTok, were you doing this full time? You know, what was your background? Were you in school?
Yeah. So I was in school. I think I was in 9th grade or 10th.
Shut up. You were a freshman?
Really, yeah. And I did online school. So I had a lot of free time, which is how I could do the lip gloss and the business and everything in school.
Okay. And so how old are you now?
Right now I'm 19. I'm old.
Oh my God, girl. That is crazy. Huge kudos to you.
Thank you.
You are so mature and you look older than 19. Like
I know. Yeah.
Which it's a good thing when you're 19, right? Like it's not a good thing when you're 30, but when you're 19, you're like, hell yeah, I look 25. Like I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Okay, so let's talk about TikTok. You started posting on TikTok. When did you see immediate success?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. It took a while for me, my first video to blow up. My first video to blow up was actually my grandpa. And I had posted him packaging my orders, taking my mail. And people loved that. And he blew up. So he's the first person who actually blew up my company. And to this day, people love to see him on my TikTok. So it was my grandpa. Thank you, Grandpa.
How long was it before that grandpa video that you were posting?
I want to say almost a year.
Wow.
Probably like 9-10 months.
What was your strategy for the TikTok for that beginning year? Were you just like posting whatever?
I was just posting whatever. At the time, like, these videos of you packaging orders were like blowing up on the small business side of TikTok. So I would do that. Honestly, they weren't doing that well. I released apparel. I tried to do like some different marketing strategies with that. Didn't really work. It wasn't until my grandpa blew up that I started to gain a following and I could finally start to figure out, okay, this is what people want to see. This is what people are interested in. Let me do this more.
Okay. So, but your grandpa blew up. Or did you start having him in every video? Like, what was that
Yeah.
strategy that really?
Yes, so it started with him, obviously, and I did videos with him. I even had some sponsorships because people loved having him like brands, so I did some brand sponsorships with him. And then after that, I had to figure out a way to like. I love my grandpa, but I had to figure out a way to like promote it for the business and not just because of his face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I did have to figure out a way to do that. But after that, I did kind of ask for insights from my followers, this and that. And I kind of figured out a way to incorporate myself, if that makes any sense, in marketing and kind of putting him to the side because, it is about the business. And yeah.
Yeah, right. It can't always be grandpa. Like, he can't
Mm-hmm.
carry the brand, right? Like, Bossip has to
Exactly.
carry itself. But I
Mm-hmm.
do think, like, you were still in those videos. Like, you were still the face of the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa
Right.
was just here along for the ride to, like, kind of get you
Yeah,
boosted. So, when you knew you
exactly.
needed to kind of switch things up, what strategy did you take? How did you even get that feedback from your followers?
Well, I just asked, what do you guys want to see? And a lot of people love, and to this day, they love seeing the behind the scenes. Everything that has to go into having a business, to making the product, unboxing product or supplies and everything. So when I started to figure out what my people liked is whenever I posted my lip gloss making videos. And that was when I blew up, when I started posting my lip gloss making videos. They love watching that. And also my voiceovers for them, I would have like an ASMR voice. So people loved having it. They thought it was so satisfying. And that's when that video blew up. And that's how I kind of found my stepping way into where I am now to my marketing.
Interesting. How many followers did you have at that point when you like finally saw that okay, ASMR lip gloss video back
I
behind
want
the
to say
scenes?
under 100K.
Okay.
I want like probably like 50K. I would have to go in and look, but it wasn't more than 100. That's for sure.
And then once you started doing those consistently, that's what
They
took
started
you.
just going up and up and up, and I just started gaining like crazy.
Is that majority of your videos now, like those lip gloss making videos?
Yes and no. Now, right now, at least this past few months, I've been focusing more on the behind the scenes, not just making product, but like me filling it, me opening my supplies, me going to the post office, me packaging orders. It's more, I want to say it's more authentic now too, because people see my personality and how I am. So I still do have some incorporating the lip gloss making, the product making, but it's here and there.
Yeah, but you were able to get to that point and like now you have 1.7 million followers that like
Yeah.
you have enough of a following that you can post
Yeah.
whatever and it's going to do great.
Yeah.
Because they
Hmm.
like your style, they like you, and you can just be like, "Hey guys, like here's what's going on today. Like I needed to get
Yeah.
new galley mailers, or
Hmm.
here's my crew." And so they're interested in that because they're already really
Exactly.
invested. But something
Hmm.
that's really interesting, and this is a very common theme from people I've talked to, is like they find that one video that works, and
Exactly.
that's what takes them to that
Yeah.
next level.
Take advantage of it.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, what are some tips that you have for even finding that one video that works?
Trial and error. You're never gonna know if something works if you don't put it out. And that's kind of what held me back too was, oh my God, what if this doesn't do good? What if people don't engage with it? You won't know until you actually do it. So just post, 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 post. And once that video blows up, whatever video it is, stick with it and roll with it. And just use it, like I said, take advantage of it until like it doesn't go viral anymore. Just go, 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 go. Take advantage of the time. And whenever you go viral, your page kind of becomes active. And whatever video post after that, people are going to watch that video too. So make sure it's engaging and try to use that time as like a trial and error as well. Like, oh, so many of these people are on my profile. Let me post this to see if they like this type of content more. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of that time that your page is active and people are looking at you.
Yeah, that's massive. I know so many creators, even myself, like when I go viral, they feel like they can take a step back and chill.
Yeah, you
And that
can't
is
do
so
that.
wrong.
Yeah, you can't. That's the time we have to be like on top of it, and like you have to take advantage of that time.
Yeah, like you can't coast. That's where
You
like you
can't.
have that opportunity to like
Mm-hmm.
really accelerate so quickly.
Exactly.
But I think
Yes.
there's a huge difference between, well, now at your point, the difference between Instagram and TikTok for a viral
Oh yeah.
video,
Yes, one
right?
thousand percent. Yes.
Because that's something that I've noticed. I had my first viral video on Instagram and it's at 500K. I've
Mm-hmm.
never had a video that big, but like,
Ooh.
I know, but like, I've been consistently posting similar videos, like,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not hitting. And on TikTok, if I had done that, like, they would consistently keep hitting.
Exactly. Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I think I say this in every single interview too. I feel like it's the ages. I hate to say this, but I feel like TikTok there's more older, mature audience than on or not TikTok, Instagram, excuse me. On Instagram there's more mature, older audience than on TikTok. But on TikTok all the kids are on it. Even like little kids up to like 6 years old, they're all on it. So I feel like the more goofy videos, the more like, oops, look what happened videos are good for TikTok. But on Instagram, it's like I said, more mature, more older people. So they like to see more mature content, in the sense of not too childish, if that makes any sense. At least for me and my audience.
Do you change how you post on TikTok versus Instagram? Like, do you only choose more mature videos for your Instagram?
Kind of. Recently, I'm just posting everything I post on TikTok onto Instagram just because I have not had time to make other content. And it's been doing okay, but I definitely see ways that I can change it up. Because, for example, like on a video, I would post the same video, but they would have a different voiceover. So that one voiceover can go to TikTok and then one voiceover can go to Instagram. And let's say the voiceover for the Instagram is like more mature. I'm talking more properly, not so much goofy, laid back, if that makes any sense.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you mean goofy, are you like talking like, hey guys, oh my gosh, like check this out? Like, is that the vibe for TikTok?
For example, like a video I blew up like a few weeks ago, I got 12 million views. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just made the biggest mistake ever, this and that, this and that. And it was, to me, that's goofy. And I was just saying, oh my God, I did this and then this and did this. And people took it. And I actually posted it onto Instagram. And it did well. It didn't do 12 million views, but it did well. You know, it did okay for Instagram. But I did see it was more on TikTok, like I said, where I got that more of an audience with that video. YouTube as well. I don't know if you're on YouTube. YouTube's big. You have to get on YouTube. It's crazy. I posted that video on YouTube. Right now it's at 9.9 million. So I feel like YouTube and TikTok are kind of hand in hand
Yeah.
in the sense of maturity and ages and goofiness and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you were going to repost that video, the mistake video
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram, would you maybe try a different voiceover if you were going to try that again?
I probably would. If I had time, I would have changed the voiceover to be kind of more mature, be like, oh my goodness, this happened in my small business. Kind of take more time to explain what happened instead of just going right then and there and making the video like 10 seconds. You know,
Got
taking the
it.
time, making it probably a little bit longer, explaining everything, explaining my thoughts throughout the whole video, stuff like that.
Got it. Okay, very cool. I will say I looked at your YouTube and you have a very impressive YouTube subscriber list.
Thank you.
Like 500 subs is massive. Like
Yeah,
you could be, if
I
you were
know.
posting, have you ever thought about doing like long form on your YouTube?
I want to, but honestly, I just do not have the time. And
Yeah.
I would have to edit it because when I do TikToks, it takes me, or like my regular videos, it takes me, I want to say like an hour, 2 hours out of my day to edit them, post them, have that ready. But for like longer videos, that's going to take hours. That's a
Right.
lot.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. And that's something that we can talk
Yeah.
about later is like, how can creators maximize? Because for
Hmm.
almost 500,000 subscribers on YouTube can probably
Hmm.
generate 50,000 in ad revenue if you did like consistent long
Yeah.
form a month.
Yeah.
No, that's like a
Hmm.
month. That's
That's crazy.
crazy. I
Because
know.
all my videos right now are shorts. That's how I gained that following is just
Yeah.
all with shorts and
Yeah,
everything.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your idea creation for TikToks. I
Okay.
think a lot of businesses or business owners, they know, okay, I need to be the face of my brand. That's very
Mm-hmm.
important to like show who you are. And you've
Mm-hmm.
done a great job at that. But how do you, now that you're starting to do other types of videos, how do you come up with ideas on a day-to-day basis? And like, how do you like schedule that out?
Well, I honestly, in full honesty, I don't have a schedule. If a video idea comes up, I'll do it right then and there. Like, I'll be in the middle of packaging orders. Oh, I can film this. Let me film this. And then right when I film it, I'll edit it. And I'll be like, okay, I'll just post this later. Because I feel like my best ideas, I have to like do them right then and there, or else I'm going to forget them. And I should write them down, but I don't write them down. So I usually just edit them and make them right then and there. It's honestly little stuff. Like I said, people like to see my behind the scenes. So for example, one time I ran out of my bubble mailers. And I was like, oh my gosh, we were going all around my city looking for bubble mailers. I was like, wait, this can be a good video idea. So I was recording myself, looking for bubble mailers, going to all these places, trial and error, stuff like that. And that got almost 1 million views. People like, it's the little stuff that people like to see, but it's for them, it's like huge. Like, oh my gosh, this happened. For me, it's like everyday problems, you know?
Yeah, it's them being able to see what your life is like, even if it's not
Exactly.
something that like it's because they've never experienced that before.
Exactly.
Like it's
Yeah.
totally different. Something that's
hmm
interesting with that mindset that you have though is you quickly think, "Oh, this could be a video." And
Exactly. Yeah.
that's the mindset that I think a lot of creators struggle with is like they don't
hmm
realize that it can be content as
Yes.
it's happening. And so then they
My
look back.
mom, yeah, my mom, sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
She started blinging her cups and she wanted to grow her TikTok, this and that. I'm like, Mom, I'm going to be your social media manager. We're going to do this right. And I tell her, everything that you do, everything, record it. Record, record, record. So my mom, every day, she's recording herself bling her cups. She's recording herself going to go get her mail for her bling and everything. She is recording everything. Right now, she has like 5,000 followers on TikTok, which she grew in like less than a month, which is crazy. So I'm telling her, just do content. I told her everything is content. Everything.
Totally. And it's reminding yourself every day that like what you're doing can be video and TikTok worthy.
Exactly.
Even
Yes.
when I write out, I think a cool tip for this is like I write out my to-do list for the day. Like I'm a huge list
hmm
person, love my to-do list. And then what I do is like I think about like, wait, this could be a great video. I'm gonna go to Target to get
hmm
decorations, video. Oh, I'm gonna
Yes.
be working with some girls putting together pom-poms, video. And
Yes.
thinking about that, if you can't be one of those people that like will think right in the moment like you because you just have like an amazing creator brain, but if you think ahead of time and you're already looking at what you're doing for that day or
hmm
that week, be like perfect content, content,
For
content,
sure.
and
Yes.
just video that. I think the advice that you gave to your mom, amazing. Um,
Thank you.
but I will say, I think something that people struggle with is like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not like aesthetic enough, or maybe the lighting isn't
hmm
good. How do you deal with that?
Yeah. Honestly, like for example, the lighting situation. I was recording a lip gloss video yesterday and my ring light wasn't charged. So it had to be plugged into like an outlet and the outlet was like so far away. So my aunt was holding the ring light like right above me as I was like all contortioned and like mixing the gloss because you couldn't see my face. It was just my hands in the shot. And I was just mixing and I was like, oh my goodness, if people actually figured out what goes into making these videos, it would be so crazy. But honestly, just roll with it. If the lighting isn't good, that's fine. If it's horrible, don't upload it. But also, if it's like a minor problem, don't really pay attention because people aren't going to pay attention to those things. They're going to pay attention to the content, what you're putting out, the main reason for the video. I feel like it depends on your niche as well. If you're more of like the aesthetic, um, accounts like ASMR or having everything clean, stuff like that, that would be different. But for me, it's honestly take it how I have it. It's very authentic. So I feel like in that aspect, people don't really care. If that makes any sense.
I think majority of the creators are in that situation where
Yeah.
authenticity and like the
Mhm.
realism of it is
Mhm.
probably better. People like
Yeah.
want to see, oh, like it's not perfect. It doesn't have to
Exactly.
be perfect.
Yes.
Interesting. And something that I like that you mentioned was the idea of the video and like why you're posting it. So when you do have an idea for the video, let's say how much you pay your employees, and it's going to be, this is a funny video. Tell me about how that idea came about and like a little bit about it.
So, sorry. I originally posted a video of just showing my employees, which are actually my family members. And it was my mom, my brother, my sister, and my cousin. And that day that I filmed, my aunt was with me, but I forgot to include her in the video. And she didn't get mad at me, but she was like playing around like, oh my God, why wasn't it in your video? This and that. Am I not an employee? That day at dinner, I was like, oh my God. So I kind of felt bad. I was like, okay, I got to figure out a way to re-upload this video, but make it funny and kind of not make people notice that I'm re-uploading it. So I decided, it was like at 7 a.m. I woke up and I just had the idea, literally. And I was like, I'll just put how much I pay them, which is totally fake. People think that video is real. That video is not real. They all think I'm rich and this. I'm like, no, this is not real. So I was like, oh, I paid my aunt $1,234. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was so crazy. I was like, I pay my sister $6,000 a week. I pay my mom $200 a year, and it was just these absurd numbers that I put on. I was like, I'm gonna make this so big so people can know that it's fake. And they thought it was real. And to like, I'm still getting comments. Like right now, I'm pretty sure I got a comment of just people saying, oh my goodness, hire me. You're making so much money. I'm like, it's not real.
But it's so funny. And I watched that video multiple times because I thought it was hilarious. And I just thought that how you executed it was really cool. I mean, you had people, how you filmed it was like you had people doing stuff as you filmed them. So they weren't just like standing there like waving, right? And like it's a little bit more engaging that way, which I thought was really cool. Do you reply to all those comments?
I do. I try to. It's a little thing right now because with the amount of following that I have, I get a lot of hate. A lot of hate. So I try not to look at my comments too much. But if I don't look at my comments and people think that I don't like my followers or something, so I kind of find a routine to kind of balance it all out, replying to them, but not looking at all of them. Because like I said, it could be really hard for my mental health for all the comments and the hate comments and everything. So whenever I first upload it, I try to reply to the first few comments. And after a while, we'll go in and reply. But for that video, for the how much I pay my employees video, there wasn't that many hate comments. So I was replying to quite a lot.
Yeah. How do you deal with the hate?
That's a loaded question.
Now, a quick thank you to our sponsor, Char Charms. If you need a back-to-school gift or you're thinking about holiday gifts, go check out Char Charms water bottle accessories at charcharms.com. Now back to the interview.
It gets to me a lot. I was bullied a lot during school. And that's why I kind of went into online schools to try to get away from that. But having the following that I had, it kind of brought it back. More so. Try to ignore it. My mom's really good at trying like to distinguish whenever I do read all the comments, and she's like, what did they say? What did the comments say? And she kind of figures out whenever I'm in like my little funk. I try to pay attention to it. Everybody says the same thing. Ignore them. They're behind a computer screen. If they were like in front of you, they wouldn't say that stuff. So I try to keep that mentality, try to be positive. But try to ignore it for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. And if anything, like every comment is just a boost for the video.
Exactly. That's what my mom says. She's like, they're boosting their video, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. I had my first like lot of hate comments on that Instagram video that went viral.
Instagram is brutal.
Instagram's rough.
They're brutal.
I thought TikTok was worse, but
no, Instagram is horrible.
Instagram is not fun on these hater kids, like they're teens or they're like these like snooty moms that are commenting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Karen, like calm down. Don't buy my Char Charm then. And it's definitely really, I mean, like, again, like it's how I just see it as like, this is helping the video, but I could see if every single video was getting hate comments, because I'm sure when you go more and more viral, right, you're just going to get more of that.
Yeah.
It can definitely get to you. And I haven't
1000%.
really like fully experienced that, but you have 10 times more followers than I do. So I can't even wrap my head around how much that could affect, a creator.
Yeah.
So do you, while we're kind of talking about this and funks and stuff that sucks about being a creator, because there's definitely cons.
Yeah. 1000%.
What would you say are some of those like tough times? Like, have you gone into plateaus? Have you gone into times when like you don't know what to create?
Oh, 1000%. It was like yesterday because I try to post every day. And like yesterday, I couldn't figure out what I was going to post. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And my mentality, which I know this is bad, I'm like, oh my goodness, if I don't post today, then my viewers are going to go down. Or if I don't post today, people are going to get mad at me. So it's one of those times where it kind of gets into my head and I try to like, okay, Leah, back up. People are not going to follow if you don't post one day, but I try to get into my followers' mind, at least the people who support me, get into like their mentality and their mind and try to see myself from their point of view, if that makes any sense. And when I try to do that, I'm like, okay, they're really not going to worry about it. They'll understand if I miss today.
Yeah.
And try to focus on the people who actually support me and then the haters,
Right. Of course. Do you post one video every day?
I do. Today I posted already like 4. I'm telling you, it's whenever I have an idea, I'll just post it and just roll with it.
You already posted 4 videos today?
Probably like 2 or 3. Probably not 4. Because I posted one like at 2 in the morning.
It's
like
only 9 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
What were you? Crazy. Did you film a video at 2 a.m. to post?
So I film, like I said, I film a lot during the day, a lot. So I'm like, okay, it's so funny. I was trying to sleep and I was like, oh, I'm going to sleep. And I was like, oh wait, I filmed this. Let me do this video right now. So I got up, I got my phone, I was like recording, I did my voiceover and everything and I posted it and I went back to sleep because I was like content and everything. And this morning, what did I post this morning? Oh, I was like, oh, I forgot I filmed me packaging an order. Like, let me post it right now. So I filmed it, did my voiceover and I posted it. So it's honestly, whenever it pops into my head, I'll just go ahead and roll with it because I know I'll forget it later.
I love that. So you don't care what time you post? You'll post whenever?
No, I'll post whenever.
Do you think that there's a certain time of day that is better than others?
That's a big question even for me because, for example, I'm like, oh, I posted at this time for this video and that video got like 10 million views. Let me do the same thing for this video and that video won't even get 1 million. You know what I'm saying? So it's trial and error. I honestly feel like it doesn't matter because not everybody's going to be on TikTok at the exact same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just post it and they'll see it.
Yeah. I like your voiceovers. Like, they're my favorite part of your videos.
Thank you.
How have you gotten good at that? Because you do a great job.
Oh my God. If I could show you the amount of bloopers that I have gotten of me just stuttering, that's actually a video idea that I'm going to upload later on this week. Of me just like stuttering with my voiceovers. It's so hard. Especially because I don't really articulate my words that much. So it's hard for people to kind of understand me. Especially when I was in my like ASMR voice phase. I had to like articulate my words so people could understand me. And right now what I started to do is upload text onto my videos. So now people can read what I'm saying instead of just like relying solely on their hearing, if that makes any sense. But yeah, voiceovers is like what takes the most part of filming the videos because, oh my gosh, I stutter so much in my voiceovers. So much.
How many times do you do the voiceover over and over again?
Oh my gosh. I want to say more than 20. Like, it takes so long. There's so much, like, that side is a lot of things that people don't see. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do, like, the really loud voiceovers where you're, like, really high energy in my TikToks. And I would do them upstairs, and my dad would be like, shut up. Like, I don't want to hear you say that again. So now I have to do it, like, outside or in my car.
I go in my closet. Or I'll go in my bathroom, like, I'll go somewhere where it's just, like, closed. Or when I'm in my office and I'm filming voiceovers, I'll go in the closet of my office so I don't hear nothing, and it's, like, quiet.
Oh.
I need, like, a sound booth.
You do. At this point, you need, like, your own little area for voiceovers. Yeah. Do you script out your voiceovers, or how do you plan them?
No. No, I don't. I just kind of go with the flow. For example, if I'm like starting on a not a verse, but like on a recording thing, I'll be okay. Let's pause, and I'll like repeat what I'm trying to say, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. I'm like, okay, let's do it, and then I record it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't script it. I don't. I feel like that would take away from my authenticity.
Yeah. How about, but the first 2 seconds or the first sentence that you say is the most important, right? That's going to hook
Mm-hmm.
people in. What tips do you
Mm-hmm.
have on that? And
It depends on what you're doing, honestly. Because, like, for my making videos, I'll be like, let's make some lip gloss. And that's kind of what hooked people now. But right now, what's been going crazy on my account is, oh my God, you won't believe what happened. Or, oh my goodness, this just happened to me. Like, the things people are like, oh my God, what happened? And it makes them have to stay and watch the full video. You know, try to hook it. Whatever you're uploading, exaggerate it, if that makes any sense. So people can be like, oh my goodness, let me watch this. Or, oh my goodness, let me not scroll. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely. Do you do the voiceovers on an app or directly on TikTok?
I record everything on an app called Video Leap, and I've been using that since I started. I love Video Leap. It's just what I'm familiar with.
So do you also record your video on Video Leap?
I record it on the camera app,
Okay.
and then I just upload everything to the app. It's kind of like iMovie,
Oh.
but cooler.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of it. Do you pay for it?
Really?
Yeah.
There's a feature that I use a lot. It's called freeze, and it just like freezes my videos. So when I like have to like pause it, and I pay like $4.99 a month for it. That's it.
No, yeah, that's not bad. For a creator tool,
Yeah.
like that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
average, especially if you're
Yeah.
making videos every single day.
Mm-hmm.
With your captions that you do, you mentioned that like you didn't have captions before and now you do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that's helped you get a higher view in your videos?
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of want to say yes because when I started using them, I did notice that more people were watching. But I don't want to like fully be certain in my answer because I
Yeah.
haven't tested it out, honestly. I just do it so people can understand more.
Yeah.
You know, I like the pink text on my screen too. It's starting to become like a theme with all my videos now. Like, oh, the pink text, you know?
Yes, I think that's great. That's what I want to start doing on my Char Charms videos is like pink cover,
Yes,
just so
yes.
that like people can see some uniformity and like the
Mm-hmm.
vibe. So if your vibe is like
Exactly.
comedy videos, like do something that fits for every
Yeah,
video so that they can see
exactly.
at least a style that is going to be
Mm-hmm.
consistent along all of your videos, even if they're not the same type of
Yeah.
video.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What about your captions and your hashtags? What do you do there?
Ooh, that's the thing that I'm still trying to like figure out. Captions, I don't really worry about it. I honestly, I feel like people don't even read them. I don't read the captions on TikTok videos. So I just be like, oh my goodness, so cool. Or, oh my God, amazing. Like, I don't, it's probably like 2 words on my TikToks. It's not that crazy. And then hashtags, I used to use a lot of hashtags. I used to use like, oh, like as many as I could. Now I probably use like five or six. Not too crazy.
What kind of hashtags do you use?
Anything that's relating to the video. So obviously small business, lip gloss business, for you page, trending, and then I usually use like the last two as ones that relate to the video. So if I'm packaging an order video, oh, order packaging video. Or it's a video based on TikTok shop, hashtag TikTok shop. I kind of use the last two hashtags of what the video pertains to, but like the first few, I always have them on every single video, if that makes any sense.
Totally. So you mentioned TikTok Shop. This is new
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Yes,
I
yes.
know a lot of creators that have businesses are jumping on
Mm-hmm.
it. How did you
Yes.
see your sales change when you started TikTok Shop?
I'm very blessed for TikTok Shop. It is crazy. If you're a small business, get on it. But also, there's a lot of cons that come with it. Obviously, it's a new platform, so it's gonna have some bugs here and there. But also, TikTok Shop is very strict, very strict. For example, I could package or sorry, I had to send an order within 3 days. And that may not sound like a lot, but I'm also running a website. So my mom always explains it as you're basically running two businesses, one on your website and one on TikTok Shop. And it's been really hard because I kind of been prioritizing TikTok Shop and putting my website to the side because I don't have like a timeline of when I have to ship them out, like priority, if that makes any sense. Which is not good. you have to like do priority on both of
Yeah.
them. And that's kind of where I've had the trouble of trying to balance it out. It's been so stressful, so good, but also very stressful. There's just a lot of cons as well. Like, yes, you get orders, but it takes a while to even see, like, for example, the money of the orders to actually get to you. Yeah.
But did you already have a business account before you switched to TikTok Shop?
No, I didn't. I had to switch to a business account whenever I got TikTok Shop. And
Yeah.
that was a big thing, or because I was a creator account.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to do this when my views go down. What's going to happen? Because my business relies heavily on social media to get sales and everything, to actually keep this business up and running. So it was a big thing that I don't know if I want to do this. Because with the business account, you can't use like all the trending
Right.
sounds. It has to be like all copyrighted, I
Yeah.
guess, or
Yeah,
non-copyrighted.
non-copyright.
Uh,
Yeah.
exactly. So it was a very big transition, but I think I kind of found a way to like balance it out and make it work for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a process. Like I said, I'm very grateful for it, but a lot of things you have to get used to as well.
Right. Well, I like what you do with you have the sound still in the background. What
Yeah.
is that? Like the monkey, the spinning monkey
Yeah,
sound?
I hate that sound.
You have it in
I
every
only
video though.
I need to because of the copyright. I cannot upload a video without any sound. I can't. And most of my TikToks I upload onto YouTube. So on that, you can't have any like copyrighted music. Like it has to be non-copyrighted. And that sound is like, it kind of fits with all my videos. And it's a way that I don't get copyrighted on TikTok and on YouTube.
Got
So
it.
that's why I always use it.
Got it. It is very
Yeah.
popular. I mean, I've used it on my
Very.
videos, and if you can
Yeah.
get away with just having that snippet of it on there where like that's
Yeah.
not they can't like get you for that because it's just like the first it's
Yeah.
just like 30 seconds of like the little
Yeah.
beat in the background.
hmm Yeah.
Which I really like that technique. I might steal
Do
that.
it. Go ahead.
I will. But with other sounds that you might use, or if you just do original sound, are you maybe using other, non-copyrighted sounds directly from TikTok? Do you do any of those?
I am. So, I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if this is illegal.
What is?
So,
Let's hear it.
for example, I don't know if you heard that Barbie song that Nicki Minaj just came
Yeah.
out with, an Ice Spice and everything. It's been going so viral on TikTok, but I can't use the actual sound by Nicki Minaj because it's copyrighted. So there is a creator that has the sound uploaded, but it's just like uploaded from their account, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense. So I'm not really getting copyrighted because I'm using their sound. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
But yeah.
It's not
So
like
that's
the
what
original.
I kind of use. Exactly. So that's what I use to like shortcut my way into the trends. When I really need to do it, I'll use that little technique. I'll look
Yeah.
for creators that already have that sound up.
Got it. And you're just looking through like other business account pages that you follow.
No.
Just
honestly,
anyone?
it's more just anyone. Yeah.
Who are some accounts that you look to for creativity ideas, accounts that you think are doing a great job?
Honestly, I hate to say this, but I kind of feel like none. I know, I hate saying that. I don't really like to look at other, at least businesses pages, because I feel like I compare myself a lot. And that can go really downhill for me, like comparing myself, and you're like, oh my gosh, are we matching up views? Or, oh my goodness, we have the same view followers, or we have the same amount of followers and our views aren't the same, I kind of compare myself a lot. So that's kind of where I try to tell myself, okay, just stick with your own thing. Let the ideas come. And a lot of the times I watch a lot of influencers, like, makeup, get ready with me. It's not so much business aspects, but just like, lifestyle videos.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of my content also comes. Cause like, my content is kind of lifestyle because, I do the day in the lives and everything.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time on the app?
Yes. I hate saying it, but yeah, I do. It's bad. It's
I
bad.
wish
Me
I
and
did
my
it.
mom. Me too.
Like,
I'm embarrassed to say it.
if I couldn't go on TikTok for the rest of my life, but my business could still grow, it's like that would be my dream come true.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
Yeah.
bad.
It's so addicting. Sometimes, like yesterday, I was
Very.
about to upload a video and
Mm-hmm.
I just got into the algorithm just looped me in and I watched 15 videos and I'm like, wait, I opened
Yeah.
this to go post a
To do
video.
something. Exactly. That's literally me. Or I'll be like, okay, let me upload this video, and while it's uploading, I'll just go look at other videos. And then you see me an hour later, like, oh, did my video upload? And my video's like already been like an hour that's been uploaded. I've just been scrolling and scrolling. It's bad.
It is
Like,
bad.
it's addicting. It's not good.
No, yeah, definitely. Well, it's really nice to hear that I'm not the only one with that struggle. TikTok's doing too good of a job on all of
So
that.
good.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
dangerous.
Very much.
So, couple questions now that you're massive on TikTok. Do you feel like growing followers has become easier as you've gotten more followers?
Yes and no, because there'll be times where my videos don't blow up. It'll be like I won't get a viral video for a while, and those viral videos is when you start getting a lot of followers. So when I feel like my videos aren't blowing up, obviously I'm not gonna get as many followers. But recently, my videos have been doing really good, so that I've been getting so many followers. Like I just hit
I
1.7
saw.
on there. I'm about to hit 1.8. So I just need like 20,000 followers more to hit that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like I'm at a point in my, content, I guess you can say, where it's just been spiking up and spiking up. And I've just like taken advantage of it and not like letting it go past me, and just soaking it all in, not taking it for granted.
Yeah, of course. And posting at 2 a.m. if you need to. And 8 a.m. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have any goals? Of course you do. What kind of goals do you have for the rest of 2023?
Oh my goodness. I have my little vision board over here. I have so many goals and they're so like big. I feel like they're kind of embarrassing to say out loud.
No, that's what a goal is supposed to be. It's supposed to be like massive.
It's massive. I would love to go on a talk show. Oh my goodness. I want to go on a talk show. I want to start the process of getting my products into stores. Ulta, Sephora, it's a long process, but I want to start that process, this year. Traveling. I put on my mood board that I wanted to travel, and I've been traveling so much this year, and it's like business wise, I've been traveling so much. I'm trying to like look at my little board.
No, that's great.
Yeah, I have like my follower count that I want to hit by the end of the year too.
Which is?
Let me see. I think it's like 3.3. Very ambitious.
You got it. You got
Yeah.
that.
And then I want to get verified. Don't know how I'm going to do that, but it's like very big goals.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
I think they're so doable and you've been killing it on TikTok. So last question for you. I ask all my podcast guests this. In one sentence, what do you believe is the essence of being a successful content creator?
Oh my gosh. Let me think. Essence of being authenticity. People want to see your authentic self. Don't be fake. Don't hide behind filters. Show your face. Show who you are. I feel like that's what gauges people more as well, is just seeing your real authentic self. And yeah, authenticity. That's a big word, authentic.
Yes, it is. I'm going to put that on a t-shirt. Authenticity.
Yes. I have a lip gloss named Authentic.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to get that one. I love it. Well, Aaliyah, if people want to support you, where should they go?
My website is bossupcosmetic.com and all my socials are Boss Up Cosmetics.
Awesome. Guys, go get some lip gloss, okay? Go support Aaliyah. Go follow her page. Help her get to 3.3 million. Aaliyah, it was so awesome to have you on. I loved this conversation.
Thank you so much. Me too. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed the show, please give the show a follow and a rating. Also, follow As a Creator on Instagram @AsACreator so you can see when new episodes come out. See you guys next week.